So, you've done the job stuff. You've gone through and done the organization of how you plan on doing an interview. You've written all the things down that you felt were necessary, your strengths, your weaknesses, what you can bring to an interview, all the things that you would like to do in an interview. Uh, you've then filled out the job application that you wanted for your very typical job, either it be at Walmart or McDonald's or if there's other jobs that were available, even Subway would be available to you. Now, what we're going to do is the next step in our little scenario here is you're going to build your resume. All right. Now, a lot of times, what happens is that you don't know or understand what your true strengths are, and what a resume does is that it gives you the ability to take a look and see exactly what it is that you do well. All right, and so I'm going to take you through step by step. Um, Starting off with having a good template for what it is that you need to do, and after you get done watching this video, and there's a couple others that you can do. I hope that you can go ahead and have a better understanding as to what it takes to build your resume. So first things first, I'm going to put in my name, and I could put in my email address, and you can do the same with yours. And it's real simple. I'm not going to put in my address, but I can do. I'll do one similar to that. It's not going to be um, my actual address, but you should put yours in there because this is going to be the real thing. Um, all right. And you type in your phone number. And guys, this isn't my phone number, just so you know. And sometimes what happens is if you go into business for yourself, they have you type your own website in, and that basically means whatever it is that it is. And if you do have one, you can feel free to go ahead and put that in there. I do not personally. Um, so you have all that information there, and it's all going to be right at the top, and you're ready to go for that. The next section talks about objectives. The objectives are basically found, all right, is what it is that you actually want to have, all right, as a part of the job that you're looking for. Okay. Now, so if you go into, the objectives onto the internet, you could put in and type in jobs, objectives for your jobs. We could take a look and see. It's not all in there, but you can do, you could punch up, different areas of different examples of objectives, down the line. All right, so you can put in under objectives. It's basically just a statement of how you would want, an employer to see you. What are you trying to accomplish? If you're going for a customer service job, customer service manager or worker seeking an opportunity to use my customer service and management skills to improve customer satisfaction. That would be an objective. Okay, and it all depends on what it is that you're going after. Now, the next one is your education. You can put in, whatever it is that, whatever school you want to. I didn't go to the school, but, just for instance, you could put in Chantilly High School, where if that's your place. And a lot of times, you're obviously, haven't graduated from high school yet, so you could put down, graduation. In 2017 or whatever date that it is that you graduated in. The next area is the list of accomplishments, and that comes from your base school. Okay, you can list any of these in there. You can list anything that you've done at your base school or in any school for that matter. If you played football, community service, student council, If you were a Best Buddies member, or just, I mean, anything and everything that you've done in high school, you should list there. Okay. Because that'll give them an idea as to what you can and can't do. And plus, you're looking at, if you're not graduated yet, they want to see what you've done prior to. Okay. The next has to do with experience. And again, it could be, this area. If you have absolutely no job experience, don't put no job experience. Okay. You put something that you've done, either in the community. It could be community service. It could be community, whatever it is. It could be through your church, your youth group. It could be any of that. It could be absolutely anything at all that you've done. And again, if there's nothing that you can do to put, then you need to get on that, or leave it blank, because that's important. You don't want to put negative things in here that would make you look bad. So any kind of experience that you've had, you can say I worked at animal shelter. You can put it could be tended to my grandmother or grandfather. All right. It could be picked up trash around my neighborhood. Little things like that. It could be, I don't know. We worked at a library. Anything that you've done in town that you can think of would be best. Okay. And in all these, you're going to want to do the company address. You need to look that up as to where they are, what your job title is, the start date and the end date. And it could be community service that was based, part of a prior that you could think of that you got community service for. That would be fine to put that in there. Okay. Now, underneath here, all right, is your skills, and that goes back to your strengths and your job skills. You could put things like devoted, responsible. You can do hardworking. Very good. Hardworking is a huge step, and it's a big deal. Dependable. If I'm and think of it from the standpoint of a manager. Okay, dependable, devoted. Devoted. You have great leadership qualities. All right, and that just kind of keeps going. You're a team player. There's a whole list that you guys have gone through already up to this point. Okay, try not to make it more than a page long too, by the way. All right, but make sure that experience is there. Make sure that's situated there. Excuse me. So get that type of stuff down. Again, this is a very, very rough sketch as to what we've been talking about and what a resume should look like. I have all kinds of templates that you can use, and with these videos that you can do many different things. But please take your time with this. This is, like I said, this is yours. Play with the fonts, on here. Do what you have to do. Make it nice, make it fancy, because this is your life on a piece of paper, and your potential employer is going to see this, and it needs to be celebrated as to what it is that you do. So please let me know whatever questions you have. You should really take your time with this. Like I said, this is your baby. This is your situation. I do want your name. I want your full name. I want an email address that I can contact you. I want your true address, your true phone number if you have it. All right, and this is where you're going to get real. Okay, so by the time we get done, I'll see what we can do about getting this onto decent paper. All right, if you want to do that, this will take you and should take you the entire period today. If not, we'll finish it up on Thursday. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys, and good luck. Let me know whatever questions you have.